That's easy, yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Now we're recording again. Sorry about that. Goddamn motherfucking stupid fucking aliens.
They got you too, man. I saw that. They fucking, that's what happens. They shut off your audio and then they turn off your fucking monitor and probe you.
Maybe
Hold on,
it
they're
was
coming for it. Oh no, they're here. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's just
maybe it was Zuckerberg. Maybe Facebook had a merger with Skype, and they run Skype now, and
Oh my
run
god.
Skype. So I've extended my fuck facts to 5 facts now since you guys like hearing the facts. So let's do some fuck facts.
Fuck facts.
Fuck fact number 1. Humans are the only animal on Earth who enjoys spicy foods. And I can attest to this. Spicy food is my fucking life. I literally have a jar of kimchi just sitting right next to me.
I didn't like it as a kid, but once I, hit adult, college age, I started getting into it, and then I just got more and more and more into it. I will say.
I love spicy food, man. Chili all the way. Chili oil on everything. Fuck fact number 2. Charles Darwin's personal pet tortoise didn't die until 2006.
Holy shit. I believe that. They live hundreds of years. It's crazy.
There's a tortoise now that's alive at this zoo. It was alive in like
San Diego?
Something.
It's
like 200 years old. They lived it to be 200.
Yeah, it's like just over 200 years old or just before 200 years old, something like that. It's like one of the oldest living things right now on Earth.
Well, there's a shark. They've got it trapped there. It's 100 years old. It was around since the time of Shakespeare. In the ocean right now.
That's if Shakespeare even existed. Fuck fact number 3. Nearly 30,000 rubber ducks were lost at sea in 1992 and are still being discovered today.
I heard about that. I remember hearing.
They know they're from 1992. I mean, is it a certain one that they made that one year? Like, how do they know it's not a rubber duck from 1995 or something?
I'm sure there's like a serial number on it because, so Nike has this thing where when they send out cargo shipper containers of their shoes, on the shoes are this special serial code because they lose shoes into the ocean all the time. So no matter where you are on the planet, if you find a pair of Nike shoes like just washed up on the beach, you can put this code into it and see exactly where the ship was when it got tipped over. So I think probably something like that. There's probably a serial code on it.
Yeah.
There's a thing in the news this
batch number or something like that.
I've seen pictures with these. They drop these huge, the boxes. I don't know if it's just like the waves in the ocean. It gets too rough, but the cargo boxes tip over like millions of pounds of boxes. These huge metal cargo boxes full with merchandise, and they like probably sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, a lot of them do sink, but a lot of them do crack open, and then shit just sort of floating around in the ocean. It happens all the time.
Especially ducks, because the ducks will float. That's kind of their thing.
Exactly. Fuck fact number 4. The inventor of the Frisbee was turned into a Frisbee after he died.
What?
So they turned his ashes into a Frisbee?
Yeah, they pressed him into a Frisbee, and I should have looked up to see where that Frisbee is, because I bet it's like in a museum somewhere, and I bet they used it too.
I think Keith should be made into a zong. I think that'd be very fitting.
Press my ashes into a zong. Mix it with the glass.
That would be fucking awesome. Smoked out it forever until you break.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck fact number 5. 1 in 3 divorce filings include the word Facebook.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
Fuck, I believe that. That's crazy.
1 in 3, like that's a lot.
Jesus, dude.
You know what?
A lot of some dude on Facebook. Sending dudes on Facebook. I can only imagine. Oh man. Sorry, Peter. What were you gonna say?
I mean, yeah, because a lot of people like they'll be friends with their like exes from high school, and just it's just like people still keep in touch, like, and I mean, not to mention just especially with all the women must get all sorts of. I mean, they get random guys, hitting them all the time. They don't care if they're married or not. There's all sorts of temptation. And then, guys will even be like, is talking around girls online and all that. I'm surprised there haven't been any hookups from the Zong Zone. That'd be an interesting story if people met on the Zong Zone. And I think for one thing, there's not too many girls, and they seem to all be married or in relationships. 90% of them.
Yeah. Yeah, story of like my fucking life, dude. Every girl I ever met was all in a relationship with someone. No matter if it was high school or college or fucking in my 20s going to bars. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of times
started on that bullshit.
A lot of times I feel like that's an excuse because they're not interested and they're just using that as a nope. I got a boyfriend, so it's nice meeting you.
I'm sure sometimes that's the case, but a lot
of times, legitimately, they are though as well, of course.
Yeah. I mean, usually if they are, halfway attractive, they probably will have a boyfriend or at least be seeing somebody now.
I'll tell you something. One time I broke up a marriage. But they got back together after, so whatever. I mean, fuck it.
Damn.
I hope that she's not listening to this podcast because I know she does. And you're gonna know who you are, but I won't say your name. Don't worry.
Peter J knows this story, but I had these roommates. Well, not roommates, but neighbors in OB. But the OB complex was all one-bedroom apartments, and they were all like next to each other and across from each other, like a little T shape. So it was almost like a little Melrose Place. Like you could hear other people's conversations, like if you had your window open, like throughout it echoed through the apartment. So it was almost like living in a college dorm again, is what I would really compare it to the most. But it's all people in there, like anywhere from like 20, 19 up to like 38, 40, and everyone just fucking parties, drinks, smokes weed. Some people do a bunch of other drugs, whatever. So James and Trisha, they were these two neighbors I would party with all the time. They loved smoking weed. Well, Trisha didn't, but James did. And then like they were always drinking, and they would do coke and ecstasy, whatever else. I wasn't really down with all that, but I would hang out and smoke all the time. And I would drink sometimes, whatever. But yeah, kind of same thing. Like Trisha, she wanted to leave James, come for me. She told me she had felt like it was her destiny to move to San Diego to meet me and all this crazy shit. Like confessed her love to me and all this crazy. I'm just like, yeah, I mean, that's cool, I guess, but you gotta be you gotta figure, end your shit with James. Like, I'm not trying to get murdered because James could get crazy. I've seen him get crazy before, so I'm not trying to, be that guy that gets murdered by a crazy boyfriend. So, but yeah, dude, she was like, I was that close to banging her, and then he called her, and I took her home, and never happened. But see, now they got married, they have kids, all, like you were saying, they got back together. If they didn't break up, they stayed. So I'm glad I didn't. You know what I mean? I'm kind of glad I didn't dip into that situation there.
Holy fuck! I'll tell you, the chick. So I used to live in this house with this guy named Russ Fox. He's like a famous body modificator. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him. He's really good. So his wife, who was living there at the time, always had her best friend and her husband over, and that's when I met her originally. But I was still going out with my ex at the time, so nothing ever happened. But then after my ex broke up with me, she started messaging me because I guess they were in some open relationship. But she was like, oh, I got feelings for you. And then one day he messaged me and was like, I know where you fucking live. I'm going to come there and kick your ass. And I was like, well, if that's what you got to do, I'm still going to fuck your wife. So I did. And that was just that. He never came to the house. I never saw him. So fuck it.
Nice.
But now they're back together. Whatever.
There you go.
But wait, was it really an open relationship, or was this open for her point of view?
Yeah, exactly.
Was it mutually agreed on, or she's just making shit up?
I think it was, but he got pissed because she was getting feelings.
That was the thing. It was they were in this open relationship, and he was always going out and meeting people, and she was going out sometimes too, but she had real feelings for me. So then when he found out about that part, he got pissed, She even kicked him out of the house for a while too. Yeah, man. She had a pet pig, man. Pig was awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I hope she didn't have an open relationship with the pig too. That's going too far.
I'm
I
in a
mean,
relationship
I
with
heard y'all
bacon.
get
Not
freaky in
pigs.
Canada, but that's going too far.
That's a little too far, man. What the fuck?
Canadian bacon, indeed.
Yeah.
However, the dirty things I will do to some bacon, though.
Oh man,
Mm.
Reese, have you ever had Canadian bacon? It's different than regular bacon.
Yeah. Oh, I have. It is good.
Oh yeah.
They have it in
Down
Ohio
there-
because Ohio borders Canada, so we have like
Oh yeah.
definitely there's some like Canadian kind of influence a little bit there.
It's
I think
so
that's why
funny.
like Cincinnati, like Ohio hockey was so good too.
So what you guys call Canadian bacon, the rest of the world just calls slices of ham.
You don't
Yeah,
even
that's
call
what
it
I was gonna
bacon.
say. It's ham, right?
Back bacon, back. I mean, it's like the
Back
the
bacon, right?
ham,
That's what
the
Canadians call it or
hams,
whatever.
And in,
the McMuffin, the breakfast
yeah.
sandwich, the one with the ham on it. That's what it is. That's what you guys call Canadian bacon, apparently.
Yeah, that little like ham circle thing, yeah.
Little
Like
pink round disc of ham. Hey, what's going on, buddy? Come here. Come here.
But
Come say
then
hi
you
to the
guys call it
people.
bacon? Is that what it is?
Oh, we just
It's
call
so
it ham.
Okay.
Just slices of ham.
Yeah, right. Because we have
Bacon-
ham though too, and it's like Canadian bacon's like thicker cuts of ham
But
or
like,
something. I don't know.
so Kevin, do they even sell like the American bacon in the store? Or do they? It's not even a product up there.
What's American
Oh, they have
bacon?
regular bacon.
Like the thin, like
It's
the thin
regular. They
belly.
slices
just
of
call it
bacon.
bacon.
Slices of pork belly. That's what bacon is.
Oh,
Belly.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
It's
guys
a
have
ba-
that too, right?
Yeah,
You
bacon
call
is
it
the
bacon.
same all around the world. Yeah, it's slices
Yeah.
of pork belly. Yeah.
So
It's
what
just-
he's saying is that Americans are the only ones that call ham Canadian bacon, and
Yeah.
everywhere else in the world calls it
Yeah.
ham. Just
Oh,
like
yeah.
another
Yeah.
variation of ham.
Exactly. It's like a weird
It's like how
stereotype.
we have Foster's, Australian for beer.
Oh, yeah.
Foster's isn't an Australian beer. Australians hate Foster's.
Where's
So,
it
Yeah,
from?
Foster's
you know,
disgusting.
It's just It's Americans making shit up. Is what it is, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like how your guys' English is different than the rest of the world's English. The way we spell
We just
stuff,
have
like
to be, and we use the fucking what is it? Everyone uses the metric system, and we use I don't even know what the fuck the other thing's called. 'Cause it's so
imperial.
dumb.
The only two countries on Earth that use imperial are USA and Myanmar.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know what that country. Where is that country?
I couldn't fucking
Yeah.
tell you. I don't even know if I'm saying it properly.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Myanmar. I don't fucking know.
This is why, like, you know, people have all this pride for America and whatnot, and it's like I do feel, I guess, privileged or blessed to be like, or in America where I have freedoms to do a lot of whatever I want, and you know, even if a lot of it's illegal, it's whatever. If you're doing it and you're not getting caught, you do whatever. And I feel like that's got to be like the rest of the world too. Like I'm sure like places where like weed is super illegal, there's still people growing like a plant in their closet, smoking weed, like rolling joints, whatever, and
course
like
there
not
is.
dying in prison. So, but I totally forget where I was going with this. But pride of America. So I feel like yes, I feel fortunate enough to be an American and whatnot, and you know, but there's so many things about America that just drive me fucking crazy. And how I think they're so fucking stupid and ignorant, and the metric system, and like all these examples, the way we talk with our stupid ass English, American English, and like you know the spelling and all that crap, like grammar. It's all I don't understand, dude. It's like we just have to be different just because we're American, so we're fucking new, the newest country. We just got to make everything new now. It's like fuck, no, you don't. You fucking retards. Just do everything,
Right?
you know, whatever.
It's just it's just confusing a little bit, but I mean, whatever. There's two types of English out there. There's American English, and then there's everyone else's. Whatever. It's just the way it is, man. I can spell. If depending on if I'm talking to Megan or not, I can spell things her way. Like I know center down there is spelled with an ER, but up here it's spelled with a fucking RE. Who cares? Whatever.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, like French.
Yeah,
too,
that's
I
like
think
how it is in
a lot of
in
French is
England,
like
you
how
know.
everyone else is.
Hey,
Yeah,
how,
Same
how
thing. Yeah.
do you
Like,
guys
the
say
vowels
garage or garage? Like for like
Garage.
where you park
Well,
your car?
Well, it's not like how Canadians say it. It's all how the person says it, right? Like I know lots of people here
Yeah,
who
just
say like
Americans throughout America have all sorts of different accents and different ways of saying
Exactly.
shit. Tomato, and all that crap.
like I find myself saying idea a lot, even though I'm just starting to say idea, but I sound like a fucking Texan, you know? It's like, oh, it's
Yeah.
goddamn idea, but I actually go. It's like I got a good idea. It's fucking happens sometimes. Or like I
And
watch
I've
lots
heard
of Trailer Park Boys, so I have lots of like English slang. You know, I say garage, like I roll my R's for some reason. I don't fucking know. I've never even been over there before.
I've heard a lot of people, especially in Ohio, say both, but they say it with like an L almost, like both. Like they'll add an L in both. And I'm just like, well, but it was always weird to me.
Yeah,
and I've caught a lot of people say it that way, like throughout my years. I'll like pick up on that because I knew a lot of friends, specifically in Ohio, who would add that L in there for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just
the Boston accent is my favorite. Have you ever heard like where'd you park the car?
Where'd you
park the car? Where's the car? There's no R. It's just car.
Or it's like even New York, it's kind of similar. That whole East Coast.
Yeah, everything's just like A is super accentuated. I feel like in all the words, you know.
My favorite thing is like how British people, like in America, they just say weekend. Like in England, they're like the weekend. Like they
pronounce
it's like two separate words, like weekend.
I never knew that.
I never knew that either, actually.
You know, like it's so funny because like most of the American talk shows, they're like hosted by like foreign people, like you know, the Daily Show, the guys from South Africa, Trevor Noah, and then of course James Corden, he's from England. So it's funny because like they're full-on American shows, but then their hosts are all like originally from other countries.
Dude, that's like America's Got Talent. The best shit about that is that all the judges are not from American. Not from America. They're not American. Not a single one of them.
but that's that's kind of the spirit of America. I mean, that's kind of the beauty of America, that you can come from anywhere in the world. But see, that's the whole thing.
Because they got, that's what Trump, Heidi Klum from Germany, and Howie Mandel from Canada, and Simon Cowell from the UK, and then Mel B was on there from the UK. But I just thought it was funny that
Howie Mandel is Canadian.
Yeah, dude, you didn't know that?
No,
I didn't know that until I started watching America's Got Talent like 10 years ago. Though, to be honest, that's when I learned that he was Canadian. I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know that either.
Geez, I had no idea. I just remember him from Bobby's World.
There's a lot of great actors that are from Canada that I recently found out within probably the past decade that same thing was like Howie Mandel. I had no idea. I was like, "Holy shit, they're Canadian too!" Like, goddamn.
That's
Jim
crazy.
Carrey, I think, right? Isn't he Canadian?
Jim Carrey is Canadian. Yeah, Keanu Reeves is Canadian. Donald Sutherland's Canadian, so Kiefer Sutherland's like half Canadian, I guess you could call him. Like,
okay, right.
Whatever. What the fuck is a Canadian Arabian, anyways?
Have you ever heard that South Park song? Blame Canada.
Yeah, well, those guys are Canadian too, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think something like that, or maybe one of them is. I don't know. There's too many goddamn.
Oh, that's right. One of them is. I think that's what it is.
I think one of them is. Yeah.
That's why that Kyle has the brother that's half Canadian. Or he has a Canadian brother.
I don't know why they did that, but that's fucking funny as shit.
Phillip. I know how it's only Canadians that talk like that.
You know what? One thing they did get right: farts. Fart a lot.
Oh, yeah, Canadians like fucking
hilarious. I'd fart right now if I didn't think I would shit my pants. Let's do some weather.
Ayo.
It's gonna be a mudslide. It's gonna be a mudslide in Kevin's pants.
It's a downpour.
Oh man.
Today's weather is gonna be in Arlene, Texas, because I didn't know where else to do it, and I was thinking of King of the Hill at the time. So the weather in Arlene, Texas is.
Is that really the city where it takes place?
Arlene, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Currently, it is 47 degrees and clear. Oh, how do I change that into?
What was the high? Does it tell you what the high was? As you can tell, I like getting high. So.
53.
Ooh, okay. Kind of a chilly day. Dude, I've been in Texas when it was negative like fucking 15. It was cold as motherfucker. I was like a kid and I felt like it was frostbite. I was there for a College Station Texas. I was in College Station for Texas Aggies versus the Texas Longhorns. That's like the big game of the year. They used to build these giant bonfires every year, and then the dudes, the fucking like yell crowd guys, like the guy cheerleaders, would like get in the water fountain, even if it like it was literally -15, and these guys are in the motherfucking water, dude. I'm like, this is crazy, because I was like shivering and like I felt like I was in pain, dude. Like it was crazy. So I don't know. Texas gets goddamn cold. That's all I'm trying to say, I guess.
I had no idea Texas gets that cold. Like, I always thought of it as like just a hot ass desert, even in the winter.
Right? Isn't that crazy? That it's
Yeah.
like the summer it's hot as fuck all the time, and then in the winter it gets cold as fuck there, and it snows a bunch too. You get a good amount of snow there sometimes.
You know what's crazy? I was watching Dog the Bounty Hunter years ago, and it snows in Hawaii, and I had no idea.
Dude, that's crazy. I didn't know that shit either. I know it rains every single day, but I didn't know it fucking snows too. I guess that makes sense to pick up those mountains.
I was there during winter, and it was hot as fuck, but every single day consistently there was like a 45-second rainfall that would bring in like 100 millimeters of rain. And we were like, oh! And we had a convertible, and we left the top open, and it just rushed over, and just the car was just full of water. It was unbelievable.
Dude, I experienced the same shit, dude. I rented a moped when I was there, and so I had it for 4 days, and like, yeah, dude, every day out of nowhere for like 20 minutes, it just fucking pours down rain. It's like, what the fuck is going on, dude? It was every day. I was like, this is crazy. I did not know it rains every fucking day in Hawaii. Like, because I wanted a Jeep. I'd always wanted a Jeep. I went there when I was in high school before I ever owned my Jeep. And so I was like, well, maybe I don't want to live in Hawaii then. Like, it rains every day. Like, fuck that, dude. I'm going to get all soaked every day in my Jeep. Like, that's why I picked California, dude. It barely ever rains here. I keep the top down all the time.
That's so funny. How often does it rain in California? Like,
dude, when I moved here, I literally had a calendar and I kept track, right? In 2007, the summer of 2007, the end of June, till the summer of 2008, end of June, it only rained 10 days the entire year.
10 days the entire year?
I fucking tracked it on a calendar, dude. I couldn't believe it.
Dude, it rains between 180 and 200 days a year here.
Dude, Ohio has got to be like the same. Ohio rains all the fuck. I feel like it's all the time. It's either snowing or raining, or it's hot as fuck and raining.
And you know, like when I went to California or Colorado in 2018, and like the elevation is so much higher. But you know what really fucked me up? I've always been near an ocean my entire life. I've never gone that far inland for that long. Fuck my lungs right up, yo. Could not believe it.
Dude, I've lived in San Diego for quite a long time. Hey, what up, Carlos? I've lived in San Diego for quite a long time here. 2007, so what's that, 13, 14 years now? And I went to upstate New York in the middle of the summer, like August, I think. Or no, July. Sorry, July. And I went to visit my family. My mom grew up there, so I got my grandparents, I got aunts and uncles, I got cousins, all the whole nine. And I went out there and I went to a skate park. I bought a skateboard and I was like skating for like, I shit you not, maybe.
Oh, 50. Yeah. Sorry, Vancouver just scored.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, dude. No worries. I knew it. Dude. Fuck yeah.
Continue.
So I got a brand new skateboard while I'm out there. I go to the skate park. I ride for like 15, maybe 20 minutes max. And I like couldn't breathe. The humidity and the thickness of the air and the heat, like, I was like, it was like crazy, dude. I was like literally like almost having like an anxiety attack from like not being able to breathe good. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm done. I can't even skate out here.
Let's do a movie review to ignore. I watched The Pink Panther again with Steve Martin.
Ooh,
beautiful.
Okay, classic.
Beautiful. Haven't seen it in years. And like,
Dude,
he's so funny. He's so perfect in that movie. And Peter Sellers was amazing in the original ones, but Steve Martin really fucking perfected it. 14 out of 16 episodes. Suggest watching it.
I need to rewatch.
Alexa, please open Reddit.
Since April Fool's Day is fast approaching, what have been some of your best April Fool pranks?
There are 4 doors to our building, and my co-worker put a sign on each one that says door broken, use other door with an arrow pointing left.
You hear another post?
Yes, please. One more.
Doctors and nurses have read it. What is the funniest thing you've heard when a patient was on anesthesia but you couldn't laugh?
I have epilepsy and we have a fugue state after our seizures where we're confused and loopy, but it's also blacked out in our head, so I don't remember this at all. Apparently, in the ambulance after the seizure, I was singing Britney Spears' Oops, I Did It Again in reference to seizing again. The EMTs found it so funny that they made sure to tell me about it once I was in the hospital and awake enough to remember. Then a few weeks later, I got a package with a Britney Spears CD and a post-it note saying seize the moment. But seriously, take your medicine.
Would you like to hear another post?
No, thank you. Thank you, Alexa.
Damn, that's almost kind of fucked
Good
up
night.
that those dudes did that. To be honest, like the EMT people.
That
Like,
is
it was so
fucking
hilarious.
funny.
We have to tell you, and now we're gonna mail you a CD. It would seize the moment. God damn.
That's
You
fucking
almost
hilarious.
died, but that was hilarious to us. I don't know.
Might as well.
That was crazy.
Oh, sorry, I just got a text message. Yeah, no, that's fucking, yeah, that was, I'm so high right now.
Dude,
I'm
I'm
gonna do-
feeling some cross faded with these shots and bong rips. It's pretty nice.
I'm gonna
Not
do
gonna
a
lie.
dab quickly.
Oh, a dab. I have a dab rig I could bring out. Can you wait for like 1 minute and let me get my dab rig and then I'll do one with you?
You've got it.
All right, let me get it. I'll be right back.
Oh, fuck. Shit. Piss. Let's see what's going on here.
That didn't sound good. You didn't break anything, did you?
So, how are things with the? Do they have any lockdowns there? Are the restaurants open right now, Kevin?
Oh, that's a great question, Peter.
Well, the restaurants, there are restaurants open. I went to one the other day and I went in there because there was nobody else in there and I really wanted to eat some fish, so that's what I did.
Oh, so they are open. Wow, that's awesome.
There's a faux place that I keep going to. I probably shouldn't be going to that faux place, honestly, but I'm lazy.
Why do you say that? Because it's overpriced? Or?
No, I think it's, I don't know, I think it should all be fucking locked down, telling us not to go onto the streets.
Dude,
Period.
I kind of agree. Like, if they did that for like 2 months, right? Nobody leaves for 2 months. It'll be like, New Zealand and whatever, I don't know, Finland or whatever other countries that have done that. China, where it's like they literally eliminate the spreading of the shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Well, I mean, they call them human rights violations in New Zealand when they told everyone not to fucking leave, but honestly, they're COVID free right now, so what the fuck?
Fucking thing they did, dude.
Right? So, I mean, I'm all for it. If they wanted to say lock down for 2 months, I do my one last one to the grocery store, get a whole bunch of fucking shit, and just sit here for 2 months.
Right? You can order shit to your house still. Like, they got to be able to keep like delivery type of things open at the same time, I guess. So where you can order groceries and things you need.
In BC here, the provinces are all doing their own things. So in BC, like, restaurants are still open. You're not allowed to have anybody at your house from another household at all. So me and my friends have all memorized each other's addresses. And but in Quebec, they're completely locked down right now. They're saying nobody's allowed outside unless it's essential. And essential is only doctors and restaurants and food delivery and convenience stores and gas stations, stuff like that. But there's like no restaurants open. It's only delivery out there. There's no restaurants open for sit down. There's like everything's closed out there.
So even like say the department stores, it's just online only. You can't buy anything. Like say like a Target. Well, I guess I don't know if you have Target, but what's the store like? You don't have any clothing stores, like the malls. Clothing stores are closed.
In Quebec, they're all closed right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like you could do pickup. You could order it online and pick it up out front, like they were doing that at Macy's for a while.
Yeah. I think they stopped doing curbside pickup, but they're still doing home deliveries. There's still delivery guys working there, from what I hear, but not. It's like pretty close though compared to how it was before, which is good. That's how it should be. But whatever. That's just whatever. I just want to see. You know what? Before this, I kept thinking, boy, I want to see society change as we know it, and I didn't know what that entailed, and now it happened.
Right, dude.
And so like I'm kind of stoked because I finally got to see the world change, but like it's not really like how I hoped. I was kind of hoping like a meteor or something, or zombies or some shit. Cool, dude.
If you can see this, I've got this one is my first custom zong I got from Sour John, the creator of Sour Glass that I personally know now.
Awesome.
And then he made me a mini version where it's orange on top and blue on the bottom. It's like a different shade of blue.
That's awesome. My mom got me this one for Christmas. She asked me if I had a dab rig, and I have a nectar collector, which I honestly love so much.
Nectar collectors are sick, dude. I used one in Las Vegas. It was nice.
My buddy bought me one last year for like my birthday, and like I never went back. I always used nectar collectors, but my mom bought me this for Christmas and bought me like 2 grams of shatter and a bunch of stuff to clean it. And so like I was like, I'm not gonna not hit it, right? And I took my first one, and I was like, man, I kind of miss hitting from a rig. Because the nectar collector takes up a lot of fucking shatter. It really fucking does.
I got some. This shit is blue cookies.
Ooh.
And it is a shatter as well. I got from my good friend Ryan Brady from San Diego, who's in the Zong Zone, and he gave it to me for my birthday. So I've literally barely bust out into these. I slowed way down on my dab intakes, but I will definitely do one for the Earths Suckhole.
Oh, I don't know what my shatter's called. I think it's Nukem. Oh, excuse me. Oh, the ringer's on. That's not right.
All right,
here we go. Ready?
Start heating up. Yes. Heating up the banger.
ASMR Dab Rig Edition.
Dab ASMR.
I'm heated. Mine's made of quartz. I gotta go.
Okay, go for it. I gotta wait for it to cool down a second. Yeah, that's gonna be the sound of me real soon here.
Mine cools down way too fast.
Ooh. All right, here we go. Get back.
That was just a whole lot of us getting high. Well, now that we're fully dabbed up and ready to go again for the 3rd or 4th time, I've brought back a segment that we got rid of in the beginning of COVID because all the news was just COVID and fucking Tiger King at the time. But now that the news has come back a little bit, let's do some fuck news. So this segment, I've written out 8 news articles. I never read
to that shit, Kevin. Sorry, but cheers.
I never read the news articles. I just wrote them out. So let's try to discuss about some of this. Fuck news article number 1. Naked fugitive rescued in Australian mangroves.
So is this where we get to guess if one of them is false, or are they all true stories?
These are all true. We just got to I never read the articles. Yeah. I just wrote down the.
So we're gonna try to figure out, paint a picture of what this might have entailed, right? Is that what we're going for?
Pretty much.
All right, sounds good to me. So repeat it one more time, please.
Number 1, naked fugitive rescued in Australian mangroves.
Mangroves. That's the word that really gets me, I'll say, in that whole sentence or statement, I guess.
I'm not sure what a mangrove is.
Me either. So he was rescued from a mangrove. So that makes me feel like that is a grove of men.
No,
it's
no,
held there
Exactly,
against their
right?
will.
it's like a plant. I think it's like a kelp bed. It's like something in the ocean or in the swamp. I think he was like hiding. So yeah, it's like basically in a kelp bed. Let's say it like it's a type of plant in the water. I think it's in a swampy type of thing, like so he is hiding and gets stuck basically.
A mangrove is a shrub or small tree that grows in coastal, saline, or brackish water.
Yeah.
Fucking A, dude. Holy crap. Peter J. How did you know that, dude?
I don't know. You're smart as fuck, man, because I've never heard of that in my entire life.
Right? I'm thinking it's a fucking basement of some military base with all these men chained up to a wall.
I was imagining like they found him like in a room that they call a grove full of other naked men.
Exactly.
Fuck news article number 2. Octopuses like to sucker punch fish just to be jerks.
I've heard this on what the fuck is that? Blue Planet, I think, the show on Discovery Channel.
Well, I'll tell you a better story. There's the dolphins like or wait who? Oh, they say they punch fish. Like anyway, dolphins. Like puffer fish. There's fish that puff up to like try to scare away their predators. So like dolphins, like it's kind of toxic, but it doesn't affect dolphins if they try to eat them. Yeah, so dolphins will like chew on them, and they'll pass it around like a blunt or something. It gets them high.
Dude, they get high off.
You've heard that, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Dolphins
so
are
funny.
fucking. They're like, come here, dude. They like push it. They like bump it to each other. Yeah, they pass it around. It's fucking awesome.
Speaking of dolphins, I was watching this thing with Richard Attenborough, and there's this man in the water, and he was like, and he's drowning, and then this like pink thing like comes out of the water and like wraps around his neck, and then it freezes, and Richard Attenborough goes, and that's the dolphin's penis.
Oh wow!
And apparently there was a group of dolphin raping this guy. I was like, holy
shit!
Fuck!
Wrapped around his neck.
Yeah, it like came out of the water and like wrapped around his fucking neck.
Like God damn, that's crazy.
Fuck swimming with dolphins. No.
I've seen way too many videos of dolphins trying to like hump the shit out of people. I didn't know they're fucking having shit actually come like way out of them.
Yeah.
Trying to penetrate these fucking people. God damn.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, I've always kind of thought that ever since that started popping off in the news where people were getting like humped by dolphins. I'm like, nope, no thank you. I'm not swimming with no dolphin, dude. Fuck that. I'll tell you what though, out of everything I've seen swimming, I've literally seen a shark only once that I've visually seen a shark, dude, in a wave. It was like the shadow of a shark swimming, like, because so when the wave comes up, it makes this like wall of water basically, right? And sometimes you can see a dolphin or like a seal, or like it's almost like a silhouette of what it is, like a shadow person, if you will. And there was a motherfucking shark in that wall of the wave one time. I was like, nope. And I immediately just turned around. I was like paddling out. I had already caught I think I had only caught one or maybe 2 waves. So I just started surfing. And I like see this fucking shark through the fucking wall of the wave as it crashes. I'm like, that's not a dolphin. Fuck this. And I turned around and I just paddled. I didn't care how tired I was getting. I just did not stop paddling until I was at the shore. And I got out and I literally contemplated. I'm not going to lie, dude. I sat there and I contemplated. Dude, I literally caught 1 or 2 waves. Like, should I, that shark's probably just leaving. Should I just go back out there and keep surfing? I couldn't. I was like, nah, fuck that. I can't do it. There's a fucking shark out there somewhere. I'm done. So I left.
Yeah, nope the fuck out of there, man. Fuck that.
But, yeah, I left. But I've seen, I don't know, maybe like 20 to 30 seals when I'm surfing. They're normally pretty small, and they're they remind me of like a dog, because they will come up and like pop up like 4 to 5 feet away from me and look right at me. and be like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like, just checking me out, And then be like, "All right," and they just dip in the water and swim away.
This is dope as fuck, man.
It's kind of cool. Like, I'm always stoked when I see a seal. I'm like, "That's cool, man. What up, seal?" And then dolphins, though, I've seen probably more dolphins. Probably closer to like 50 to 70 dolphins through my career of surfing in San Diego. And sometimes they come real fucking close. Like within like 5 feet, 4 feet away. And I'm like, oh, I like try to paddle them. Like I want to like touch a dolphin. Like, oh shit, he's right there. But now that you say that, I'm scared of dolphins. And I'm not trying to get close to dolphins anymore. Long story short.
Never again, man. They're too smart. I don't want a penis wrapped around my neck.
I do not want to get strangled to death by a WGW Wiener Go Wild dolphin.
Yeah.
Fuck news article number 3. Danish cartoon character with ginormous penis sparks outrage.
Oh, I posted that in the Zone Zone. Didn't you see that? I posted that in the Zone Zone.
You posted this?
Yeah, man, this guy's dick went like along the ground and was like cooking barbecue and shit. It's like, what the fuck are they doing?
Like Stretch Armstrong. You know, like Stretch Armstrong or Plastic Man or those type of guys who stretch around and do crazy.
Right. Yeah,
you remember that Stretch Armstrong cartoon or that toy Loose Straight or Plastic Man?
We had Stretch Armstrong. Me and my brother, we fucking broke it from stretching it too much.
But then, no, but that's the character, and he just has a penis as like a hose, and I don't know. It's on the internet though. You got to look it up. Oh, I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see.
You posted this in the Zone Zone? I did not see this.
Where's the other one? He was like,
shit.
Oh no, I saw one in here. This one.
Oh my god. When did you post that? How long ago was that? Like a long time?
A week ago.
He's playing tennis with himself.
Oh my god.
It was probably like 10 days ago, I would say, but it's in there.
Dude. Okay, I gotta find it. I probably laughed at it. God damn it. I don't even remember it.
So wait, what's it called again? Read the headline again, Kevin. Keith could look it up.
It's called... It's a Danish cartoon character. I just typed in Danish penis cartoon.
Yeah, that'll pop up.
What's the thing that you said?
Oh,
Like,
the thing is Danish cartoon character with ginormous penis sparks outrage.
Oh, okay.
It's
called
John Dillermand. John Dillermand.
Danish,
oh, yeah.
Dude. I'll search Danish. That should pull it up.
Yeah,
for sure.
Danish penis TV show should narrow it down pretty good.
So fucked.
That's great, dude.
I heard those Danish penises are pretty big. If that shows any indication, then I think a lot of ladies are going to be going there on their next vacation.
Like 11, 12 inches is big. 11, 12 feet is like...
that you got to be a real size queen to like that. Have you ever heard that porn term, size queen? Guys with like really big dicks.
Oh my god!
What? Dude,
you never heard of that term, Keith?
Size queen?
I have not, to be honest.
I never heard that.
That's amazing. All I can think of right now is fucking the scene from Beetlejuice where the handrail to the stairs turns into a Beetlejuice snake.
Oh, wow.
And that is the penis. Because you showed me with the stripes is a Beetlejuice penis fucking attacking ladies. It's a crazy visual if you could be in my head right now.
It's funny because other places like I think in Europe, I don't know about England, but like I think in a lot of places in Europe, like they can have nudity on TV and stuff, and just like regular TV. But then they can't really have violence. Like here in America, like we're real
no guns,
about
right? They can't be like shooting motherfuckers.
Yeah, you could like
dude.
Kill people on
America is yet again ass backwards with their
Yeah.
fucking privacy policies and no fucking titties on TV, and yet the whole rest of the motherfucking world basically is like, yeah, everyone's naked. That's how you are, dude. You're fucking naked.
Sometimes you get tits on TV in Canada, but there is a lot of violence. I love violence in TV.
Yeah, dude, tons of violence on American TV. I would agree with that.
I'm a big fan of violent movies. The
I
more
just know
violent,
Europe,
the more entertaining.
Dude, my favorite, I have to say, my 100% favorite movies are revenge movies. If it's either a male or a female, honestly, female revenge movies are probably my favorite. Because if it's a female that either like their fucking shit happened to their family or their husband or whatever, and then they come back and kill everybody, like Peppermint was amazing.
Peppermint was really good, actually.
16 out of 16 motherfucking ampersands on Peppermint for me, 100%. I would watch that over and over again. And yet, any sort of revenge movie, dude, is like the shit. Once they start fucking getting the revenge in the last like 20 to 30 minutes of the movie, it is such like a adrenaline rush and thrill for me. Like, yes, you fucking get them. Like, fuck them. I don't know.
That's awesome. Number 4, maniac squirrels terrorize the Queen's neighborhood.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
They're like fucking attacking people and shit.
Dude, monkeys too, man. You hear about that, right? Monkeys fucking attacking people and taking their shit.
Oh, you know why they're
squirrels and monkeys. You can't trust neither of those motherfuckers.
I think the squirrels probably people would feed them food before, but I don't think anyone's walking in the park now because of COVID. Like probably not as many people around. So or even before they would get trash from the trash cans, and like there's just not as much food. Like they're basically scavengers, and so they're like more desperate for food.
Force fed, and now it's back to the wild, dude.
Yeah.
They don't like it. They're coming for their shit.
They'll get whatever they can, dude.
Did you see where? I don't know where it was. I don't know where it was. Maybe Thailand or something. There are all these wild monkeys. It was some like jungle area, and like it was like the first like month of lockdowns, like in March or something. And like there are like thousands of monkeys, and they're all like fighting on the streets. It was like, remember when there were like crazy things, like they were like sheep and goats walking into the villages in England.
Right? It was like every 2 weeks something else crazier would happen.
Oh, yeah.
Killer bees. Fucking.
Yeah, that murder hornets thing, I don't know. I don't think that was all it was hyped up to be, but
they just got here. They just showed up here in Vancouver.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like literally like 3 or 4 months ago. They started trapping them in the traps here, and people are starting to get scared because we've got like big wasp and hornet populations here, and they just go in there and they fucking take over the whole hive, you know? Well, so they can assimilate.
When I was a little kid, there was this thing about supposedly like these killer bees that had somehow maybe traveled here, maybe accidentally. Did you ever hear about that, Keith? The killer bees, and they said, oh, they're bigger than regular bees, and
I
they sting
killer bees from South Africa. They were from South Africa, killer bees. Sorry, it's 5 o'clock. Get baked real quick.
Yeah, but it was like a big thing. Like they were like, it was like a legitimate. Those were the two biggest threats in the 80s. They were worried about like nuclear war with Russia and killer bees. Those were like the two big things.
Hey man, I was a landscaper for a long time. I wouldn't want to run into those fucking murder hornets. They were leaving fucking huge holes in people and shit.
Dude,
I guess
I ran into regular hornets when I was a kid, and fuck that noise. I don't even want to know what a murder hornet's going to do. Goddamn.
2 years ago,
crazy.
There was a dead tree.
They bite and sting.
I was pulling down this dead tree, and I had no idea that there was a wasp nest inside the root system.
Oh.
And I was literally standing on top of the opening, and they all swarmed up. I didn't even know. They all came up through my pants and were all inside of my shirt and my pants, and they were stinging me, and they were coming up, flying out of my shirt, and I was running. I must have ran like 200 fucking feet. They kept chasing me, and I was galloping all over the place. And the guy I was working with, I don't even think he believed me. And I was sitting there. And then this one flew out of my shirt, stung me on the neck, and he was like, holy shit, okay, I kind of believe you now. I was stung
Whoa,
almost 50 times. It was terrible.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what I was imagining. As soon as you started that story, I like cringed and couldn't even watch you because I was just imagining you getting stung like countless times. Oh my god.
It was one of the worst experiences of my entire life. I was in full panic mode. What do you do against bees? You can't.
Well, dude, like with your adrenaline, I hope that kind of helped with all the fucking pain, dude. Like that had to be intense as hell, dude.
I
Like,
walked to the hospital,
my god.
and I sat there for 3 fucking hours, and they came out and gave me Benadryl and told me to go home.
Dude, I flipped my Jeep, spun out on the freeway, and like hit these sandbags that like somehow fucking like what's that, preloaded my front shocks and backflipped me. So I'm like upside down, like Jurassic Park, hanging, like unclipping myself and crawling out with a smashed out windshield. Like fucking the whole front end is just smashed. And nothing, dude. Like I'm fine, man. I got a scratch on my thumb, kind of like the scratch on my thumb right. You probably can't. Oh yeah, there it is.
Kind of see
Like
it.
that. Yeah.
I see it,
After biting me, there it was for a second, but like that. That's literally the same like scratch I had. And they make the fucking police come. They make me go to the hospital. I get charged with ambulance ride, hospital bills. The same thing. I'm in the fucking ER waiting there in the cot for like over an hour. Perfectly fine. My Jeep's fucked. That's all I'm worried about. Is like, goddamn, my Jeep. Here's another funny side story to that. I had my fucking Zong steamroller. And now this wasn't a sour Zong like I normally smoke out of. This was an actual Zong glass, Zong Toy Company. And I had that in my glove box in my Jeep. So I knew it was there. I took it out and I fucking hid it under a hay bale. And I was like, I'm gonna come back and get that shit. But I didn't want the police or whatever to find it. So, because then I'm like, God damn it, they're gonna think I was stoned and I'm getting a DUI or some bullshit, right? But I wasn't. I literally wasn't even high. I literally was on my way to work when this happened. So I'm at the ER. I'm waiting around for like a motherfucking hour. They come. They're like, yeah, here you go. Here's a fucking aspirin or whatever, ibuprofen, fucking 600 milligram. Here you go. You're good to go. And before I'm like released, a fucking police, like California Highway Patrol, CHP, fucking walks. So I'm in this like open room area, basically, right by like some sort of receptionist desk. And, it's like a slider fucking curtain, but it's just wide open. And I'm sitting in this bed or whatever, like laying in this bed. And the fucking CHP rolls in with my fucking Zong steamroller, like in his hand. And I'm just like, son of a bitch, man. Like, okay, here we go. I'm from Ohio. I'm used to like any sort of paraphernalia, any sort of weed, whatever. You are fucked. They're just going to harass the shit out of you about it. So he comes up and he's just like, hey, he's like, how are you doing or whatever? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm actually okay. I just got to scratch my thumb. Like, I'm good to go. He's like, yeah, so one of my buddies, one of my officers saw you stash this under the hay bale. He's like, so I'm just here to ask you, why did you do that? He's like, I could charge you with littering. I'm like, hey, look. I'm like, hey, look, I'm from Ohio, man. Like, any sort of, like, I have my medical license. Like, I wasn't even high. Like, whatever. Like, I just, I just know any sort of dealings with police and weed is not ever a good situation. So I just stashed it there. I was going to go pick it up. Like, I wasn't littering. I was going to come get it. And he's like, hey, yeah, it's like, no worries, here you go. And he just literally handed it to me. So I'm like, okay. So now
it's fucking incredible.
I can't even, I swear to God, I'm not making this up. And so he's like, hey, he's like, just don't do it again. Like, if any, just leave it in your car, whatever. They towed it. Here you go. Here's your tow shit. He like gave me the information about my Jeep being towed and all that. I was like, all right, thank you. And he just left. Like, no fucking problem. Handed me my fucking Zong in the hospital. So they released me. I signed my papers. I'm walking out of the fucking hospital with the Zong in my hand.
It's okay. A cop gave it to me. It's fine.
I can't even make that up, dude. But I'm so sorry for the tangent of that long story, but I had to tell that.
That was a great story. Right, the news. Number 5, archaeologists unearth ancient Roman fast food restaurant.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I heard about that. It's in Pompeii.
What?
In Pompeii, really? Fast food?
Is that the one?
I don't know. I never read the article.
This is crazy.
No, it's because it was like a little like food stand. Like, I don't know. Because basically the crazy thing is like they even had like mosaics of like pictures of a chicken and a cow and all that. It was like super like, I mean, it looked brand new. Like it's Pompeii. It's like these things are preserved pretty fresh. Like once they get like the residue off, the melted lava, whatever it's called, the black shit off
Because it's
of the
preserved,
lava.
yeah. Because everything's preserved in the fucking
Mm.
ash and the lava. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Holy shit.
You seen the one guy is they unearthed in
Hi,
one.
Grace. Oh my God! I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second.
Oh yeah, take your time.
Oh, let's talk to them. Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
This is sick. Get your little
You're
come
great.
on.
I know,
What
right?
is the headline that he just read?
Recording the
Oh,
Earths Suckhole right now. Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice to see
Yeah,
you.
you too.
Who was your friend that just walked in, by the way?
My friend Grace just walked in. We only get to see her
Great.
like for a few
Can't
for
hear
off
me
the
at
times
all,
a year.
but big shout out and love to Grace.
Yeah.
It seems like they're super excited to see her, so that's amazing.
Are we still talking about Rome?
So wait, read the tagline one more time. I'm so sorry. I'm
Archaeologists unearth ancient Roman fast food restaurant.
ancient Roman fast food restaurant. That's amazing.
Oh,
Okay,
Rome.
thank you.
Is Pompeii in Rome? I don't even know. I mean, I guess.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
it 100% is. Pompeii
It
isn't.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you where
I
Pompeii is.
am okay. I'm not 100% because I'm pretty crossfaded, but I'm 99% sure that Pompeii is in Rome.
It must be.
99.
I'm just gonna go with that.
Mount
really-
Vesuvius
it
is
really
the volcano,
should be.
but let's see.
Pompeii is the famous volcano that fucked up everything, and that was in Rome. I'm pretty sure.
Uh-huh. It makes sense if it was in Rome. It's like that's sort of like it makes sense.
Famous, dude. Rome was famous, and then it got fucked up, and then it got famous again, and then it just never got famous ever more.
They got famous and fucked up and famous and fucked up a few times.
Right?
Um,
Whatever happened to Rome? You know, they should be ruled. Why the fuck is China in charge when obviously Rome in Italy should be the motherfucking king of the world? Come on.
well, Rome is just in Italy now, so
Well, that's what they're saying. A lot of the things that happened in Rome will be in like, or what happened to like the politicians get crazy, and wasn't it Caesar got murdered or something, and like there's a lot of that's people always compare U.S. because like U.S. like maybe we're kind of in terms of the balance of power we're big now, but it's like they get too cocky and they thought they were the shit and
Cocky,
the world cut them down to size,
That's my fear, honestly, with my earlier aside of about America and how it's like whatever, America is great, but at the same time they're stupid. Is my fear is that they have that same mentality as you're describing there with Rome, that eventually World War III is just going to be everyone against America.
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to be fed up with America's bullshit.
Well, because that's the thing, because we'll be so divided that we'll be an easy target. Because like when we're united, we're like the strongest army in the world. But it's like if we're going to be divided in two separate countries, they're going to kick us while we're down.
A friend of mine in Michigan is really, really afraid of civil war right now. And like, if that
Yeah, a lot of
happens,
people
World War
are.
III is definitely gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because we're vulnerable. They're gonna come for us, and it's gonna
Exactly.
be so. Who wants to back America, man? We're fucking the craziest motherfucking political country out there. 100%.
North Korea and Russia are sitting there in a room together right now, going, "I'm waiting, waiting."
And China. Well, I'll tell you what. I googled Pompeii. So Pompeii is a vast archaeological site in southern Italy's Campania region, near
Italy.
the
Dude.
Bay of Naples. It was once a thriving and sophisticated Roman city. The catastrophic eruption in 79 A.D. So 79 years after Christ was born. So like 2,000 years ago.
Damn.
Near the South Bay of Naples. Fuck, I'm high. Number 6.
Dude.
COVID-19 gives rise to antibiotic-resistant mutant super gonorrhea.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, okay.
What? Oh,
So,
God.
wait, I think it's the COVID-19 vaccine. I just didn't write vaccine because I'm fucking...
Oh, right.
I can't say the R word anymore.
I
Can't say
heard
the R word anymore.
stuff.
I'm detarded.
I think it was probably Peter who told me. I heard stuff about the COVID vaccine that if you, or maybe it was on Surreal Talk, but if you have COVID vaccine, you shouldn't have unprotected sex for like over, at least like 2 months or like 30 days or some shit.
What?
Because it affects your genetics, dude. It literally affects your like some sort of genetic shit. But
I thought you said it could make you sterile.
Well, that I also heard from my fucking girlfriend's sister, who's a nurse.
Tell Kevin the story about that girl. Isn't that nurse the same one who had the reaction?
Yeah. So
what happened?
So my girlfriend's sister, she had to get the COVID vaccine. She's a nurse, and with her job, like they're requiring the vaccine so that everyone can come back to the to work at the office and all that. And so she had it, and she ended up having a fucking like mini heart attack basically, and had to get rushed to the ER like immediately after getting the vaccine, like the first round part. And then so I don't even know what the fuck's gonna happen if
you know which vaccine was it? Like, was it the Pfizer one or was it one of the other ones?
I don't know. That's
the
same thing. I don't
know. Canada keeps buying all these vaccines from different companies, and they all need different requirements and all that. And I don't think anyone is quite sure what any of them do yet. I don't want to be a guinea pig.
No, dude. Me neither, dude. I've been fine. I've even had a COVID test, and I was negative, and that was like a month ago. So like, I've been good.
Test right before Christmas, and I was negative. So
same with me. Right before Christmas, I was negative. So it's good.
Yeah, right.
COVID-free.
Antibiotic-resistant mutant super gonorrhea. That's what the vaccine is causing. So, especially fuck that vaccine. Especially fuck that fucking vaccine.
Which vaccine was that? Did your article say?
I don't know. I just write down the titles. I have to go back and read them later,
No worries. No worries.
Number 7. Woman tries to kill her parents due to gluten-induced psychosis.
Oh, wow.
Holy shit. Gluten psychosis?
I didn't read this. This is one that I have bookmarked. I really want to read this. I thought at first they were talking about a lack of gluten, going gluten-free and that causing psychosis. But this says gluten-induced. So how much bread was she fucking eating? Hey, look at the puppy.
That's Charlie. I know this dog. What up, my dog? Charlie.
Like, how much bread do you gotta eat to go into gluten-induced psychosis? Fuck, I love that dog.
Charlie is shit, dude. He always like barks and gets so excited when I come over. Well, before the COVID, obviously.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I got to see Charlie.
What type of? Where's your dog, Keith? Where's Pepper?
Pepper, oh man, she's been every time I go in when I went inside to get all my dab stuff. She was so excited. She got her toys and wanted to play. I feel so bad because she wants to play and stuff, but she's scared of coming out right now because I have like tables and cords and stuff set up, so she's like doesn't want to come out and knock stuff over.
Oh,
That's
really?
fair.
She's really smart. It's crazy, dude. Like it's insane. She's only like a year and a half old, but she's always been real smart.
Vigo. I've had cats my whole life. It doesn't matter what you call them. They don't come.
Yeah, that's the thing about cats is they do what they want. I love cats though too.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, man, my dad is highly allergic to cats. My mom is not. So magically because of my genetics, I'm like semi-allergic to cats. Like I can be around cats, right? I can pet them. I can chill with cats. They can chill on my lap, whatever. As long as I don't touch my face with my hands, I'll be 100% fine. But as a kid, I didn't really know why or what the wrong reason was. And my best friend growing up that didn't go to my school was Chris. And I would spend the night at his house, like literally like 2 nights a month. Like, you know what I mean? Like on a Friday or Saturday, every other weekend, I'd be at Chris's house. And he had 4 cats. So, and they were so great. They'd snuggle, whatever, play, and all that, like just like a dog. I love cats. So I would do the same. I would be all around the cats, pet them, whatnot. And as a kid, I didn't know, so sometimes I'd be fine. Other nights, I would go through like a whole fucking like box of tissues, dude, because I'd like pet the cats and then touch my face in some sort of way or itch my nose, and then I'm just sneeze, and like eyes are water, that. But my dad, dude, if he even steps a room, that like if he came to your house because you have a cat, he would immediately his eyes would start like swelling and getting red and watery, and he would like just start turning red and stuff. It's crazy.
Fuck, man, that sucks.
Yeah, man, my dad's like highly allergic to cats. It's crazy.
That's too bad because cats are dope.
I love them.
Gluten-induced psychosis.
I bet.
I don't know. The bitch was eating a lot of bread. Let's move on. Number 8. Man rides hippo, gets mauled and drowns. I think that's just pretty obvious.
Yeah. That one,
Okay, so like, I always listen to Christmas music all December. Okay, always have it on. And one song that was played a lot this year is "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas." And now that I understand about hippos a lot better this year, no, you don't want a fucking hippo. That motherfucker will kill you.
Is it? Was that some Canadian song? Have you ever heard of that, Keith? I've never heard of it.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
That's the name of the song, or that's just one line from the song?
That's like the name of the song. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
For some reason that does sound familiar to me.
It's not like a well-known one, but for some reason they always play it on the radio here in Vancouver.
That's why, okay, that would make more sense. Like growing up in Cincinnati, they would play that on the random like Bob and Tom show or something.
Oh yeah, I could totally see that being played on the radio.
I'm not gonna lie, Peter J. I'm sorry, but it doesn't sound oddly familiar.
I think it's from an American chick that wrote it. I don't think it's a Canadian song. It's just one of those stupid ones, like Grandma got run over by a reindeer and bullshit like that. That's the classic. Fuck, I hate that song.
It is kind of annoying.
I'm gonna do traditional cooking with Kevin.
Whoa! I was not even prepared for this. What do we have going down?
I have this big bowl of ramen noodles. And I prepared it like a long time ago now. It's very cold. So
I was gonna say, holy shit.
I mean,
it's been quite a while.
It's been like an hour. I put chopped up hot dogs in mine.
Is there any flavor to this ramen that you have here?
So I went to the store called Osaka, and there's no English there. And I bought a pack of ramen that has this clown on it, and I got it home, and it wasn't spicy, but there's this clear oil, so I put hoisin sauce and chili oil in it as well.
Added to it, dude. You always, I feel like it's essential to add shit. You know what I mean?
You know, I don't know what Osaka means, but where I used to live in my old neighborhood, there was a place called Osaka Massage, and it was like a Japanese massage parlor. But supposedly they would give happy endings there. And I always wanted to go, but the ladies, they're all like these old, like 60-year-old ladies. It wasn't like these hot girls, but it's like, I mean, I guess a hand job is a hand job. Like,
I was gonna say.
I always wanted to go, but one time we walked in, and I walked in with my friend, and he had a girlfriend, and he felt all guilty, and he ran out. It was like so awkward. It's like we're just looking at the menu, you know, like the little list of things. And it didn't say it all out. It might have said like full body massages. Like they're never gonna say like, oh, we're gonna stroke your dick. You know, it's like more speaking in code. But yeah, everything I'd ever heard about that place is they do that stuff there. Like, you know, Keith, especially on El Cajon Boulevard, there's a lot of all those places that, you know, they're doing shady stuff on that street.
Really? Not even.
You know, El Cajon Boulevard is the big strip for where the prostitutes are in town, right? You knew that much, right?
Okay.
El Cajon Boulevard.
No, dude, I did not even know that.
It's not even like, I mean, it's not necessarily in El Cajon. It's like, I mean, that it goes all the way to El Cajon.
No,
no.
El Cajon Boulevard.
North Park.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. North Park. That's what I'm saying. I did not know that, honestly.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, they'll be like right there in the corner.
How was your hour-old ramen?
Oh, okay. The ramen's nice and spicy, but I also got this shredded squid.
Oh shit! Smoking prepared shredded squid.
Dude, I don't even think
so that good. Was like a squid that was prepared to die, so he was smoking a fat blunt.
I've never had squid. So that's like from an Asian market. I don't think they sell that at regular grocery stores. Have you ever seen that, Keith?
That shit.
They don't exactly sell that at Bonds, do they?
No, dude.
Maybe in the Asian section.
Dude. Aisle 17, dude. Whoa. Aisle 17.
Aisle 17? Oh, you get that regularly?
I'm just joking, dude.
I never knew you were such a shredded squid aficionado.
Oh, well, it's cold, but it's good.
Right on.
Well, let's do some Florida or fiction.
Okay.
Oh my God, dude, you read my mind. I was literally about to ask you if you had any Florida in fiction. Florida or fiction. Jesus Christ.
So, this is Florida or fiction. This is the segment where I have written down 3 Florida man news articles. 2 of them are real. 1 of them are fake. Keith and Peter are going to have to figure out which is the fake one. Very few amount of people win, even though there's a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right, even if you just plain out guessed it. For some reason, everyone loses.
Winning, dude.
I'm determined to win this time.
Me too.
We got to get it, Keith. Come on, we got to do it this time.
It's so tough.
There's a piece of squid stuck in my tooth.
It's so tough because Florida men are motherfucking crazy.
Got it. Number 1. Florida man wears "fuck the police" shirt to court. Wins case. Number 2. Florida man suspected of using private plane to draw giant radar penis. Number 3. Florida man asked to stop after raising long metal pole during a thunderstorm.
I mean...
Wait. Oh, shoot. What was the first one again?
Florida man wears "fuck the police" shirt to court. Wins case.
Wins case. That is my favorite one. Oh my God. I hope that's real.
No, I think that one's real.
Out of out of all three of them, Peter J, I've got to say my gut takes me to number 2.
Oh,
It's something about robbing a fucking giant plane and drawing a penis in the sky or something.
Well, I have heard that, but I don't think it's Florida, man. But yeah, I mean, that's what the part I don't believe. I mean,
So
I think there's.
You've heard that. You've heard that has happened.
Well, making
So
the shape of a penis. Yeah, like like the how they do like what is it called? Like you could
with the fucking signal thingamadoos. So shit, maybe that is real. God damn it. Damn you, Kevin.
I'm thinking it's oh wait, shoot, what's it? Oh shoot, I just the 3 about the pole. I mean they all seem kind of real, but maybe I'm gonna go with the pole. I'm gonna go with the third. When are you going?
You're gonna go with the pole. I'm gonna stay with my gut. I'm gonna go with number 2. I'm gonna say number 2. So that way we're spreading the chances, and I know it's gonna be goddamn number 1 because I always fucking lose.
Editor Kevin, please insert. I don't know. I know you're not gonna insert a drum roll, so I don't know. Insert whatever the fuck you want, you moron. He just said something completely nasty about me. Peter's right.
Wait, I'm right. So it was a lie about the metal pole? That one was a lie?
That one was fake. You guessed
it.
Okay. Can't believe it. You're like one of the only people to ever get that right.
Oh, that's good.
That's amazing. I lose yet again, man. This is my 4th loss. This is my 4th loss to Florida and friction. And I said it before, and I will say it again. I swear to Jeebus, that I have got it right when I am watching or listening to the previous podcast. And I continue to lose every time I'm on the show.
I have an additional. There's a Florida story. There's a Florida story from this week. Did you hear it happened in Florida? They found some like manatee, and it had the word Trump like scratched on its back. Did you hear that in the news?
Whoa, holy shit! No,
that's
dude.
fucked up.
God damn, that is super fucked up. God damn.
I don't understand what goes through a person's mind to carve into another living creature's skin. Like,
dude, I mean, yeah, I agree. Do any violence to any sort of other living being, I don't know. Even I guess I've killed bugs before that are in my house and whatnot. I can't deny that I've done that. And even when I do that, I feel kind of bad.
Man, I try not to kill bugs anymore, and when I do, I feel terrible. But you know what? Sometimes the spider on the bed has to go.
Dude, if it's like on me or something, or coming, But like the same way I feel like you, and I will try to take a bug and put it outside before I have to eliminate it.
Yeah, 100%. Even spiders. I fucking hate spiders and ants. Those two really bug me.
Any sort of animal is insane to me. Whether it be in the sea or on land, like to do anything to that, that's crazy. People do crazy shit to other people all the time, and that's sadly unfortunate way it is.
The other like 4 days ago, I had this big scare. I'm like watering the front yard, and I look over, and like this cat. It looked like it was like a zombie. It looked like it was gonna die. And it was just like his tongue was hanging out, and it looked all like raggedy, like it was like a stray cat. Like it was like it looked like it's like 15 years old. Like it just looks like so rough, and like I almost wanted to like give it a bowl of water or something, but it's like it could have been sick, and it's just like it's like bad enough with COVID. I don't want to get sick from some other thing just because I pet some random
feline flu, dude.
It could have rabies or something. I don't know. Like it really didn't look good,
Rabies is a bad one. You don't want that fucking disease at all.
Well, I'll tell you, like that those Pomeranians are those little dogs that look like a pom-pom dog.
Yeah, dude.
So when I was like in 10th grade, my friend his dad would give me a ride to school in the morning. So I'd go to his house, and they have this cute little white dog. And I go in the room, and I was like, "Oh, just wait for me. I'm just gonna be in the bathroom. We'll leave in 2 minutes." this dog, I was only like 15. I didn't even know what rabies was. The dog was like foaming at the mouth and just like all furious. I was like, oh shit! And I shut the door behind me, and because they're all laughing, like the dad and the kid are laughing at me, like you're afraid of this little dog. The dog's like the size of a chihuahua. And then they crack open the door. They say, oh shit! And then they slam the door open, closed too, and then they ended up having to put down the dog because it's like had rabies, like they didn't. I mean, I don't know, like there's like a permanent problem, but it was just like so scary.
Got attacked
That's fucking
by
brutal.
a dog that had rabies. That is crazy as hell, dude.
That's like nuts.
Like, Peter J, you've got some of the best stories I've ever heard in my life.
A rabies Pomeranian. I fucked up, man.
I don't even know how I got it. Like it's crazy.
Maybe from a bat.
That's the best part, dude. It's so crazy.
I mean, imagine I didn't even know what rabies. I didn't even know what rabies was. All I saw is this dog is like foaming at the mouth. Like, there's something wrong with this.
And you almost got attacked by a dog with rabies, man.
Yeah.
That's like I was saying with the fucking cop bringing a song to me in the ER room, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make this shit up, dude. It's so crazy.
Those are great stories. Like, holy fuck, man.
Dude, Kevin fucking rips to this, dude. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, you've got to put like a 6-pack on reserve for any next time we do a podcast, so we can be like cheersing with us as we smoke.
Oh man, I really wish that I
Not
was
a
able to save
smoker.
beer like that.
I know you're not a smoker, and I know you're not a big drinker either. So like, that would bring love to my heart.
Yeah.
Cheers, Peter J.
I wonder. So I'm sure I could buy that. Where do you think they'd sell that miso honey, that honey beer from? Because Belgian Beaver, they sell it at the liquor stores, right, Keith? Remember that brand I was talking about?
I mean, you might even be able to, just straight up mask up, even wear gloves if you need to, and go to the Belching Beaver. They have to still be doing carry-out orders. I would think they're even doing carry-out orders at the Belching Beaver. They're in Ocean Beach, dude.
Yeah.
Like, if not, then yeah, man, maybe at one of the local liquor stores in OD.
Yeah, they get sometimes we'll get liquor around here. I just haven't done it yet. Like, you just have to have you get a sign for it, but other than that, like the other orders, we just have them drop it on the door, but I mean, I could put a mask on and for it.
Dude, get some of those like rubber or plastic gloves for like order it from Target or whatever on Amazon. That's what Veronica does. Like, I did that for the longest time, and honestly, now what I do is like I'll just fucking go do what I'm gonna do, and like as soon as I get back to my place, I just wash my hands. Like, I make sure I don't touch my face or whatever. Like, go pick up my food for the drive-through. Like, wear my mask, obviously. But like when I'm in the drive-through picking up my food and whatever, or if I go into a store and grab some shit, but
it's really not that transmitted by touch. It's more by the airborne, like by breathing and like. Because that was the thing in the very beginning. They're like, oh, you got to wash your hands with 30 seconds. You got to count the alphabet 3 times and like all this crazy OCD stuff, and then like they'd be like, oh, you got to wash every single finger 20 times.
She's 100% on that original bullshit, dude. It sucks.
But yeah, people would be like they didn't even, like my stepsister, she didn't even want me, or sister-in-law, she didn't want me, like, we'd have to switch out clothes. Yeah. She didn't want us to wear outside clothes inside, like.
Dude, I'm with that with the shoes. I'm like Mr. Rogers. I have to wear inside shoes and outside shoes. Inside flip-flops and outside flip-flops. I'm like, what?
Man, I wish I was like that. I just wear my shoes wherever the fuck now.
Dude, that is what I wish I was, man. Like, honestly, like, low key, like, I don't think it's that big of a deal, man. As long as you're like, staying
Okay.
safe.
To be
Watching
fair,
your things
my
on
entire
fire.
house is hardwood, and I try not to walk on the little rugs with the shoes, but the hardwood, just fucking mop it. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You're
Easy.
not like whatever germs were on your feet are going to evaporate, dude.
Yeah,
Like that
man.
shit
No
is gonna
germs on your fucking feet.
transfer
Well,
over your
there
fucking
are.
shoes, into your house, all over your fucking couch. Like that shit. Sorry, that ain't gonna fucking happen, man. That's what I believe, dude.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm not a fucking scientist, okay? But I was a chemical engineer major at Ohio State. Like, I'm not dumb either. Like, I feel like I have a good bit grasp of science. You know what I'm saying? In that regards. I taught my sophomore. Okay, so when I was a sophomore in high school, I was in chemistry, whatever, just chemistry. That was the class. So my class was mostly seniors and juniors because I guess that was like a higher rated science class to be in chemistry. I was sick for like 2 days, and they voted me to be the teacher of the chemistry class. So like, because I was so good at chemistry, they were like, Keith should teach us, because my teacher was going to be gone for a week in Montana to take her like finals for her like master's degree or some shit like that. So I had to learn a week's worth of chemistry in like a week, or I'm sorry, I had to learn a week's worth of chemistry in like 2 hours after school one day. So like, I'm pretty smart at science, and I feel like, I just feel like a lot of it is blown out of proportion, dude. Blown way out of proportion.
Some of it probably.
Like, the way that people interpret it.
Well, I have nothing left because the wheel of shit. We're figuring out something different.
What?
So we'll get there
What have you been
eventually.
doing? Wait. What have you been doing? Some sort of a hat of shit or something with the four different.
The hat is gone. Forget the hat. The hat's out of here. And then the whole thing with the numbers last time. Forget it. Next time, I'm gonna try to buy. You guys watch Good Mythical Morning? Never heard of it? It's a YouTube show. At the end, they have this really big wheel that they spin. It's kind of where I got the inspiration for the wheel of shit. Only I'm gonna get a much smaller version, and we'll spin that at the end of the show. But I'll have it for next time, I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
So I'm so fucking stoned right now. I have to tell you, like, I'm so high. If you guys got anything else you want to say, now's the time, or forever hold your peace.
If you randomly watch this and you're not in the zone, and you like smoking cannabis or eating cannabis or whatever you want to do with cannabis, and you like just random funny memes, just like the Earths Suckhole, you should join a secret group called the Zone.
Website?
Oh, sadly, I do not have a website.
But that's what I'm saying. It's on Facebook.
Exactly. You can find us on Facebook. But you can't find us on Facebook because it's a secret group. This shit is secret because there's fucking people in the military. There's people that work in the government. There's people that I have known my whole life. And they're in this group. So it's secret. Secret group. But if you message me, Keith Perry from San Diego, my shit is a silhouette of me standing like Captain fucking Morgan on a rock in a cove, and you can find Keith Perry, KeithPerry, like Katy Perry. Keith Perry, find me, message me, and I will add you to the Zong Zone. And the Zong Zone is where we smoke lots of weed and post funny memes. And that's all I've got to say. Except for hell yeah, get baked, and fuck Lance.
Fuck Lance.
Hell yeah, get baked.
Do you have anything left, Peter?
Just want to remind everybody to stay safe. 2021, it's starting up to be kind of a rough year, but we've already been through 2020, so if we survive that one, I think we'll get through this one too. So just stay safe out there.
You can find the Earths Suckhole on Facebook. We have a meme group and a page there. You can also find us on Instagram, Tumblr. Find us on Twitter. The Twitter, I love Twitter. I get in fights with celebrities there. J.K. Rowling banned us, then unbanned us, then banned us again. She's a stupid fucking cunt. We all know it. Fuck Harry Potter. You can also find us on YouTube at the Earths Suckhole, where we make lots of video content. Go there and check us out. I'm really going to start making lots and lots and lots more sighting videos because there's so much shit that comes to my backyard. And also, please, if you want to say hi, give us suggestions, or tell us to go fuck ourselves, you can email us at earthsuckhole@gmail.com. Now, is there anything else I may have forgotten? Oh, yeah. Go fuck yourself. Bye. Bye, YouTube.
Hell yeah.